Hey, what's up? Okay, this is part 17, so continuing on. No updates in the previous section, so let's, continue cruising. I last left off on the Curse movies, so just to make it easier on myself, I took the rest of the movies out, so I would not be wrestling with them, trying to do this video with one hand. I'm going to try and do that each time, just to go ahead and have all these movies that are in this corner areas here, just go ahead and take those out and just make it easier on myself. So yeah, last left off on the Curse films. This is part 17 of the horror movie collection shelf by shelf overview. So here we go. All right, so after those Curse movies, we have Wes Craven's Cursed, a really nice collector's edition, finally, to get rid of the old DVD that wasn't fully uncut and stuff. So it's that. It's another cool movie here, a newer one, The Cursed. Definitely glad I took a chance on this one. I'm a fan. I think this came out last year or the year before, but pretty good, The Cursed. And then we got this documentary series, Cursed Films. This is the first volume, which is really stinking cool, from Shudder. We got Cursed Films 2, another go. I don't know if they're going to do a 3, but yeah, just 1 and 2 so far from, again, from Shudder. Cool documentaries, gotta have those. And then, yeah, this is definitely the Cursed section that we're on right now. This one is The Curse of Audrey Earnshaw. I don't think I've got around to watching this one just yet, so it seemed interesting from what I remember. But yeah, I've yet to watch that one. I need to. This one's a lot of fun. Some good, awesome splatter. Is this company still around? It's been a while. They haven't really released anything in, yeah, a while. Real Gore releasing. The Curse of Dr. Wolfenstein, excuse me. So cool. Splatter movie. Again, I don't know if this company is still around, but they were definitely releasing some fun ones there for a short time. All right, let me sit down. Okay. This one is The Curse of King Tut's Tomb. I enjoyed it. I found this for cheap years and years ago. I believe at like a Best Buy or something like that. Or I forget which store, but another one of those low budget mummy horror theme movies. So mummy theme movies. This one is The Curse of Frankenstein. That's another good one that you gotta have. So nice collector's edition 2-disc set. So from the Warner Brothers Archive series. Good stuff. And then The Curse of, I'm gonna just butcher this. I know there's a proper way to say this, but The Curse of La Llorona, if I'm saying that right. I like any horror film dealing with this legendary ghost. I believe it's what's Mexican lore or something like that. But yeah, very cool. Curse of the Blue Lights. I like this movie. It's weird. Yeah, it's a little bit of a mess of a movie, but there's just something about it. I've always liked it. So yeah, Curse of the Blue Lights. The Curse of the Crying Woman. It's another La Llorona. No, I'm not saying that right. Yeah, another one. I believe this is based off that. Yeah. So pretty cool. Really nice edition from Indicator. And then what is this one? This is another, Curse of the Dog God. I've yet to get around to watching this. Another Mondo Macabro release. I haven't had this for very long. Got that maybe a few months ago. Need to get around to watching. I've heard a lot of good things, so yeah, late to the party on experiencing that one. And then last for this row is Curse of the Faceless Man. Another cool one from 1958. Cool. Really nice collector's edition. No, it's Gina Larber. I thought it was a Scream Factory release. So that is that, and we're about getting close to hitting up the D section, so that's good. And we're gonna get into some better lighting, so forgive me of that. It's just not a whole lot of natural lighting hits over there. So All right, I'm debating on if I should stop, like just finish off the C's and then just start the next video, start with the D's. But I'll do a few D's. Why not? Because I'm only 5 minutes into this. Okay, so, all right. Curse of the Screaming Dead. Gotta have it. It's a lot of fun. Another upgrade thanks to Vinegar Syndrome. Curse of the Undead. This is another one that was had a lot of crappy releases, but now it's finally got a nice, really nice collector's edition, so it's awesome, from 1959. The Curse of the Werewolf, another classic you gotta have, and one of my favorite looking werewolves of all time is this one right here. So even have like a cool PVC vintage toy of this exact werewolf. And yeah, Oliver Reed did a really good job playing a beefy, hairy like werewolf. So pretty cool. Curtains. Happy times when this got released. Got rescued from obscurity. So really nice addition thanks to Synapse Films. I love Curtains. It's one of my favorite 80s slashers. Good stuff. A little bit of a mess of a movie, but I've always loved that movie. And then speaking of another lost movie for like years and years and years, this one finally gets a really nice collector's edition. Karuku, Beast of the Amazon. Don't want to spoil anything for you if you haven't seen this movie, but it's not exactly what you think, but still it's a really cool movie, and I'm just happy to have it. Happy to finally have a copy of this movie. So pretty cool to see much older movies like this get rescued. So cool. And then this is from SRS Cinemas, one of these low budget horror movies I got from them. How do you say that? I can barely read that. Curvaceous Corpses. What a title. So pretty cool. Low budget slasher flick. I've not seen that yet. Another movie simply titled Curve. This was pretty cool. Survival themed thriller. Liked it. Good stuff. Blind Buy. Just one of those Amazon pickups. Extremely nice collector's box set for Peter Cushing. The Cushing Curiosities. Comes with Tender Dracula, Bloodsuckers, Sherlock Holmes. Really cool. The Man Who Finally Died, Suspect, and Gone. No, excuse me. Cone of Silence. Really nice. From Severin. Each movie in its own nice collector's keep case. That's the way I like my box sets. So yeah, must have box set for sure. It's always good to get more Sherlock Holmes and stuff added into the collection. Love this movie, Cut and Run. I've bought this movie several times. It's always going to be one of my favorites. Oh, what's his name? I think that actor there, he was in like Charles in Charge. I think that's the same dude, which is crazy that he's in this movie. But yeah, Cut and Run. Really cool jungle horror movie. I have not seen this yet. Cut Off. It's just another one of those thrillers I was curious about when I read up on it. And yeah, another one of those blind buys. Yeah, I've had this for a while. You have to watch that. And then coming up next is, thanks to Code Red, I absolutely love this movie, Cutthroats 9. This is pretty much what woke me up into like looking at more Western thrillers and like just really dark, brutal Westerns in general. It's thanks to this movie right here. I love everything about this movie. Good stuff. Cutthroats 9. So yeah, ever since I had experienced this movie, again, thanks to Code Red for putting that out, because I just never seen that movie before until this particular edition. And yeah, that definitely got me interested in wanting to find more brutal Western themed thrillers and stuff like that. So Cutthroats 9, awesome. Cutting Class. This is I have a few copies of this movie. This is the MVD Rewind collection edition here, now in 4K. Third, fourth tier type of slasher. Not the the best, but there's some things I like about it. So, early appearance of Brad Pitt, which is pretty cool. Cyborg 2087, half human, half machine, programmed to kill. So yeah, pretty cool. This is 1966. And then finally finishing the C's with the Cyclops from the 40s or 30s. I don't remember. It's a really older one, but yeah, I like it. It's got one of my favorites that he played in. So, oh, I can't remember his name. It's in there somewhere. It's got Susan Winter. Lovely Susan Winter organizes an expedition deep into the wilds of Mexico. A 25-foot tall human beast with a single eye, the Cyclops. I've seen it, but it's been a minute. Starring James Craig, that's his name. Just look on the cover. All right, and then let's continue on. I am gonna sit down. Okay. DC Sniper. I got this not too long ago for pretty cheap. Ken Foree. Just based on the whole DC sniping that happened like several years ago, which is crazy. The movie doesn't have a whole lot of positive reviews, but I figured I'd still take a chance on it. So I like all that true crime stuff. So, and again, I got that Blu-ray for pretty cheap. I am not gonna say that right. Dakara. I think this is Indian horror, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember which country this one was made in, but it just seems really cool. I got this off of, I believe, Vinegar Syndrome at the time. One of the partner labels there. This was a good one, Daddy's Little Girl. Pretty rough. I could use a better edition, but this is pretty much what I'm rocking right now. So yeah, I think that's like a made-on-demand type of thing I got off of Amazon. Another great movie, and that is H.P. Lovecraft's Dagon from the Vestron Collector series. Yeah, and I think they're still around. I think they're still doing this line here. So yeah, good stuff. Love Dagon. Good practical effects in that one, and very H.P. Lovecraft. One of the better H.P. Love adaptations movies. Dahmer, starring Jeremy Renner. Yep, Dahmer. I never had that one on DVD. A few of those serial killer themed ones I have on DVD. And then, crap, I thought I was ready to make an overview video. I'm already getting kind of, I'm gonna continue on for a little bit. I thought I was ready. Forgive me, guys. All right, this is a nice box set. Finally, yeah, just glad to have all these movies, so pretty cool. The Damned, another one, a first time watch. Enjoyed this one as well. Pretty messed up drama, dark drama. And then, let me get back up so I keep from raising my arms so much. Okay, this one is The Damned. Another blind buy. It looks kind of cool. It does have some positive reviews. I've yet to see this one. Let's see. IFC Midnight from the IFC Midnight series. Damselvis, Daughter of Helvis. It just seemed extremely out there, so I had to pick up a copy. So got that in. From Saturn's Core label there. I don't mind this one, Dance Macabre. It's okay. That's another one. That's another one of those Robert Englund movies. Double feature for Dance with Death and Dance of the Damned. One is a vampire-themed erotic thriller, and the Dance with Death, I guess it's just an erotic thriller. Yeah, cool. Dangerous Cargo. I enjoyed this one. This was another first-time watch, so yeah, discovered quite a bit thanks to Mondo Macabre. So yeah, Dangerous Cargo is a pretty good little thriller, espionage sort of thing. Dangerously Close. This is another good thriller. First time watch for, again, a first time watch for me as well. From Olive Films. They're still around. Another good one, Daniel Isn't Real. I enjoyed the hell out of this one. This is another good one. Gotta have that one on the shelf. And I need to get around to watching this because this is what made me sort of go back and see what all horror films are lost, unfortunately, and everything, thanks to this release. This is from TerraVision, Dante's Inferno from 1911, which is nuts. I believe I got the date correct on that. So a really nice addition for this crazy, obscure, old horror movie. And then we're getting into some box sets, some Danza Macabra, Volume 1, the Italian Gothic collection. These are a must-have box sets. 4-movie set, The Monster of the Opera, The Seventh Grave, Scream of the Demon Lover, and Lady Frankenstein. I've watched all those I believe I've watched all those for the first time, thanks to this box set. So that's another good one. I believe this is Severin put them out. Volume 2, I've yet to get around to all these, but I'm working my way through some of these. Oh, I have seen Castle of Blood. That's like the only one out of these that I've actually had on DVD before. No, I take that back. Devil's Lover. I've seen that one as well. But yeah, you got Castle of Blood, Jekyll. They have changed their face, and the Devil's Lover. So that's pretty cool. Volume 2 of the Italian Gothic collection. And definitely Volume 3 is going to be freaking awesome. I believe that's more of a Spanish-themed set. So it's interesting how they sort of kind of changed it a bit from the Italian Gothic stuff to like more of the Spanish. So, but those have a few movies in Volume 3 that I had been wanting to get my hands on. So Volume 3 definitely excited me. Anyway, continuing on, Dark Divorce. I am happy to finally get a copy of this movie. This is definitely one of those brutal underground horror films I have been wanting, been curious about over the years, and been wanting to get a copy of forever. So thanks to Massacre Video, it's easy to get Dark Divorce, finally. And it's a really nice collector's edition, so I just had some patience and waited it out. But it was kind of a long wait. The Dark, I love this movie too. This is a good one. A bit slow, but my kind of slow. Just good atmosphere to it. So I love The Dark. Good stuff. In fact, that's another movie I've had several times. The Dark and Stormy Night, more of a spoof, like a horror spoof. Pretty funny. I mean, I dug it. I've got a few of this other director's movies, the other spoofs. So yeah, cool. Another good movie that you gotta have, and that is The Dark and the Wicked. Good stuff. Good stuff. Gotta have that on your shelf, in my humble opinion. Dark Angel, some early full moon stuff. See if I can get through at least the dark section. We'll see. Maybe, yeah, I should be able to do that. That's the goal. Okay. Did I not skip anything? Okay. The Dark Below. The Dark City. I'm gonna revisit this one because I just remember not being that big of a fan of this movie. I just remember being kind of bored with it. It's interesting story. Just remember being bored with it. It's sci-fi, gothic sci-fi, some horror elements in it. But yeah, anyway, moving on. This was a fun one. The Darkest Hour, some more alien invasion themed stuff. I like this movie. Dario Argento's newest one, Dark Glasses. I dug it. Yeah, thought it was pretty good. I just realizing it was actually from Shudder. Forgot about that. One of my favorites, The Dark Half. Extremely, just watched this movie so many times growing up. Good stuff. Love The Dark Half. Dark House. I've yet to get around to watching this. I don't know. I just watched the trailer. It looked pretty wild. It's from the same director of the Jeepers Creepers movies. And then you got part 1 of Dark House of Mystery. Really low budget stuff from SCS Entertainment, I believe. Yeah. And then you have part 2 of Return to the Dark House of Mystery. I love the freaking cover arts of these two. Pretty cool stuff. All right. Dark Intruder. I love this movie. This was definitely a hidden gem, well, to me, from 1965. Good. I just love the way the monster looks in this one. So yeah, Dark Intruder, upgrade from the old Made on Demand DVD that I had gotten. I think that was through Columbia or like Warner Brothers, one of those companies. I don't remember, but finally a nice collector's edition for Dark Intruder. So Darkman, love Darkman. I don't remember the sequels. I just always watch the first movie. I don't think I know I've seen part 2 because there's scenes where I remember him hanging off a rope. There's a helicopter involved and stuff. So I do remember part 2, but I don't think I've ever seen part 3. So yeah, the sequels to Darkman are pretty hazy for me. But anyway, as far as Darkman's awesome. Love Darkman. And it's the first for me to finally actually be okay to add Darkman into my horrors and thrillers. So considering one of the books I read sort of made good comparisons of it sort of having that same vibe as like Universal Monsters and stuff. And it broke the movie down to what Sam Raimi had in mind. I believe that's what he was talking about, yeah. So anyway, Darkman, good stuff. The Dark Military zombie, military zombie themed movie, I believe. Or at least I think there is a zombie in it. Yeah, Dark Military, just murderous former vets going out and killing. Darkness from 90 or early 2000s from Scream Factory here. Another copy with Darkness, and I got this for mainly Below from, yeah, just simply titled Below. Really good spooky underwater horror film from the director of Pitch Black. Love Pitch Black. So to not lose my spot, let me move more this way. Okay. The Darkness. I dug this movie. It's not bad. Not one of the best horrors and thrillers that Kevin Bacon's been in, but I didn't mind The Darkness. I thought it was all right. Darkness Falls. Love Darkness Falls. I think this movie's due for like a much nicer collector's edition, and it probably does. I don't remember, but this is what I got. I've had that Blu-ray for years now. It's definitely one of the older Blu-rays I have in my collection. Dark Nature, I dug this one as well. Which company released this one? Yeah, through Epic Pictures. Darkness Rising, again, another IFC midnight release. Have not seen this one yet. Seems interesting. Blind Buy. One of my all-time favorites coming up next, and that is Dark Night of the Scarecrow. Absolutely one of the best made-for-TV horror films ever. Love some Dark Night of the Scarecrow, and it's one that I watch around Halloween. Yeah, every Halloween time, for sure. Dark Night of the Scarecrow. I actually watch that more than John Carpenter's Halloween, really, because I do try and watch that movie, yeah, every year around Halloween time. And yes, I can't resist. I cannot resist. I do have the much lower, low budget sequel, Dark Night of the Scarecrow 2. I couldn't help myself. I do have that one. Okay, and then I like this movie, The Dark Tower. So good. Everything about it is it's just my kind of camp. So yeah, I like The Dark Tower. And then almost done with the dark section here. So okay, Dark Room. I don't remember Dark Room. I've seen it. I've had it on DVD before, but it's been a long minute. Another one from Vinegar Syndrome. Double feature. These movies are awesome. I believe they're Brazilian horror films. Dark Sea, aka Bloodbath, Night of the Chupacabras, and it goes by something else, I believe. But yeah, really cool movies, and I'm hoping that these will actually get better Blu-ray editions. You know, much better ones. They are a lot of fun, a lot of cool practical effects with these movies. Just done really well. especially considering the budget. Those are good Brazilian horror films. And then I have Dark Shadows and Beyond, the Jonathan Frid story, documentary. So I got that. I got a little bit of Dark Shadows in this section. I have House of Dark Shadows, which is really cool. The original film based on the popular TV series. And then I have Master of Dark Shadows, the Gothic World of Dan Curtis. Another really cool documentary. So that's the Dark Shadows section, what that's looking like so far. Let's see. Did that, okay. And then a really nice addition for the Dark Side of the Moon, which I thought would never happen. Crazy. Thank you, MVD Visual. This is Unearthed, from the Unearthed Classics line. So, awesome. Dark Side of the Moon. Good stuff. Good sci-fi horror. It just takes me back to the video store days with movies like that. That and Creature and... yeah, good stuff. Dark Skies. I dug this one. This wasn't bad. I've only watched it once, so it's been a long time for Anchor Bay release. A Dark Song. Extremely slow movie. Very, very slow burn. Hardly anything happens in this movie, but there's enough things about this movie to make me like it, but I don't love it. But yeah, A Dark Song. Dark Spell. I've yet to watch this. Until Death Tears Them Apart. Shout Studios release. Yeah. And this is one that I really like. This was a blind buy, and I'm glad I took a chance on this. Another IFC Midnight release. Dark Summer. This is really good ghost story one. Very creepy. So yeah, fan of this one. Dark Summer. Directed by Paul Solet. I'm not familiar with this director, so I need to see what else he's done, but I definitely am a fan of Dark Summer. And then I like Dark Tower. It's weird. It's that weird sort of like easily forgotten about movie that you would rent back in the day. There's just some cool scenes that I like. There are a few cool what I think are cool kill scenes. Yeah, supernatural ghost with a cool looking zombie. There's just enough going on in this movie, including a cool cemetery scene where they're walking around and you can see some mausoleums and whatnot. It just has enough going on in this movie for me to really, really, really like it. But I get why people just don't like it, because yeah, it's one that you could easily rent, and then years go by and you've forgotten all about it. Nothing extremely stands out that's done in this movie, but I'm just glad it got rescued. So I'm just happy to have a copy for lost movies like this. And yeah, Dark Tower. I'm a fan. I like Dark Tower. I'm a fan. So yeah, thank you, Vinegar Syndrome. Dark Knight. Oh, excuse me. Dark Knight. Dark Was the Night. Don't remember this one. I know I've seen it from Image Entertainment. Another creature feature. Oh, have I seen this or not? It's been a minute. But yeah, another creature feature movie. Dark Was the Night. I think if I remember, this one was a bit slow and it doesn't show the monster that often. I think it's another one of those type of movies. What year did this come out? Oh, it's been years. 2014. Wow, it's been that long. All right. Dark Waters. Another good one. Awesome movie. And some more H.P. Lovecraft goodness. Another one of those movies that's done really well, I thought. So, for 1994. And a good spooky one, Dark Water. All-time classic that you gotta have. So, the original, Dark Water. Now on 4K. And then the remake, which I could not resist, of Dark Water. The older Blu-ray editions I have in my collection. Who knows if this will get ever... I think it'll get re-released at some point. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe, what is this under? I can just see it being sort of a Scream Factory kind of thing, you know, as well as like movies like that new Sorority Row or something like that. I can see Scream Factory picking up those. Another, I believe this is another Brazilian horror movie. Dark Waves. No, this isn't Brazilian. Art house ghost love story themed horror film. Very slow. One that's hard recommend. And that's, I'm gonna stop after the finishing off the dark section. So, and I'll pick up on Darling, excuse me. So okay, yeah, this is part 17. I'm gonna get up off my knees. Surprised they're not popping. Thanks for your time, guys. I appreciate it. And then the next time I do a shelf-by-shelf overview, there's going to be a lot of updates. So it'll be like, probably like, yeah, I'm rambling. So it's going to be a big update on the previous sections before I can continue on. It's going to get harder and harder as I move along. It's going to, as far as trying to keep everything updated. But, oh well, I started this, so I'm going to try to finish it. Later.